Hi, Cancers. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. This is a general love reading, so we're going to ask Spirit what is going on around you, who's coming towards you, any confirmation about a love that may be in your life now. So let's see what the cards are saying. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that you want us to hear? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what your cards are. I have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. You don't have to have all the answers. It's true. Sometimes we just overthink everything and we doubt ourselves the most. So sometimes we just have to trust and let it go and trust the universe and trust Spirit that everything's going to work out. And somehow it does. I don't know how it does, but it always works out one way or another. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. You're stronger than you think. There's a feeling of you've gotten through worse that is coming into me. There could be something going on in your life right now around your relationship, or you could be struggling with your feelings in some way. And it's a feeling of you've gotten through worse and you're going to get through this. You're going to get through whatever it is that's on your mind. So don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on love, Spirit just said. And I have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Focus on the positive. Focus on what's right in front of you. You are, Spirit just said, we know you're emotional and there's something going on in your life that you're struggling with, but we are helping you and we are guiding you. It's almost like Spirit's showing me a mother and a child holding this child's hand, and like I have you. So whatever is going on around you, just know that everything's going to be okay. I feel like is the energy that's coming into me. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for my Cancers today? What is it that you want them to know? What love messages do you have for us? I have a Page of Swords. I have an Eight of Cups. I have a Nine of Wands. And I have a King of Wands. So this Page of Swords came into me as you're going to be hearing from somebody. You can see all the little notes, all the messages. So somebody is going to be reaching out to you, and maybe that's what you're waiting for. Like, I really just need to hear from somebody. I'm hoping that this person hasn't moved on, or that they haven't decided to move on. Maybe there's been some delay between the last time you spoke. But it is a sense of they will reach out, okay? And just to answer that question, like, are they going to call? Are they going to reach out? I feel like the wait is longer than what I thought. So it could be a connection that is inconsistent, and that could be what we're struggling with, that I see them ever so often. I don't really know when I'm going to hear from them again. There's no set schedule. It is kind of just open. So you could be struggling with something like that, but I'm really interested in this person. I feel really strongly that they're saying attached. You could be emotionally attached to them. You could feel like this is your soulmate in some way, or twin flame, or you have a really, really big crush on this person, but they are going to reach out to you. They let you know that. I have a Five of Cups. I feel this sense of they keep disappointing me. So there could be something that we're struggling with. I think it's consistency. I really do. I think that it's really good when we're together, but the times in between are too long. So if there's a reason that we're not seeing each other, or whether this person is just really busy, or this person isn't making the time, but you're not a convenience and you're not an option. And there has to be some kind of understanding so that you feel better about this connection and you're not left waiting, is how it just came into me. So there's like this waiting game. I'm not sure what the waiting game is. I'm going to keep asking Spirit what they mean by that, because I do feel like there's a lot of waiting, and you don't want to wait for anybody. You attract love. A King of Cups. I feel like you really want to be with this person, and they probably have a ton to offer, and they probably are really exciting to you. I don't want to be with anybody else is coming into me. This is the person I want. So if you're willing to wait, then you're willing to wait. This dragonfly is really, really jumping out at me. It's like just kind of the one and only feeling. I also like this intuitive eye jumping out at me. This feeling of like I have this inner knowing that this is the person I'm supposed to be with. So sometimes you do feel that way, and it is a waiting game. So if you are willing to wait, then you're willing to wait. We'll see if we can get some more information about that. I have an 8 of Swords. All right, so you're feeling a little trapped, but it is a sense of I'm trapped emotionally. I'm just in love with this person, and I want more. So this person has to want more also. And that's what we're waiting for. I think you're just waiting and saying, I want them to feel the same way. I want them to see this is a really good connection. I want them to be here with me, Spirit just said. Excuse me. So it is a feeling of I just want more. I have a 9 of Pentacles, a home sweet home just jumped out at me. I'm just asking Spirit, will we share a home together? And I feel like that's the direction we're headed, that not today, but eventually we will share a home. So there's something about the home coming into me, spending time at home together. We could be taking time going back and forth in each other's home, sleeping over. But maybe we ultimately want to share a home and we're not there, and there's something preventing us from being together in a single home by ourselves. So that could be the waiting game. I have a Page of Cups. Page of Cups, and I have an Emperor. This just came into me as you have broken through the shield. If you look at this Emperor, this big gorilla, I guess, he has some kind of shield on him, but I feel like you got through. I got through the shield. His feelings are opening up. So I'm going to say that that's good news, he or she, okay, that their feelings are opening up, and they are definitely either letting down their guard, taking off the shield, taking off the mask. There's different ways I could say it, but they are starting to let you in. It's not at the pace that I would like. I feel that it's very slow, and that could be very, very frustrating. But you do admire this Emperor. You do look up to this Emperor, and there is a feeling of, I don't want to be with anybody else. So that's really holding you in this waiting game. And that's okay. I mean, if you really feel like this is going to move forward, and we're going to ask Spirit, is this going to move forward? So sometimes we have to wait for what we want. And maybe this person just isn't in a place in their life where they can give you what it is that you're looking for. We're just not in quite alignment with the same thing yet. So let's see what they have for us. I have immature. Right now, I'm not really at a place in my life where I can fulfill the demands of a healthy relationship. They just might not be ready for a settle down relationship, depending on their age, depending on they feel like they haven't sown their wild oats. They want to be single because they want to be able to say that they experienced being single and they didn't just go from one relationship into the next. So I just feel like they're not at the right place to be in this, I'm going to say, a living situation. Okay. Not even necessarily, a commitment to be married, but a living situation. They're just not there yet. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but they're spending time kind of doing their own thing. And I feel like that's where the inconsistency is coming, that they don't want to have to be like tied down. They don't want to have to be reporting into somebody, but they like to be with you and they do have feelings for you. So it's like a catch-22. How much time do I put into this person until they're ready to be in a relationship? This is a hard one. I have secrets. There's something I haven't been completely honest with you about. Are they holding back? Are they not committing to this connection because they're playing the field? And that's something that you have to face. Maybe we know that they're playing the field. That's something we know they're dating other people. We don't talk about it, but we know that they're playing the field still. And you are kind of saying, well, why can't you just be with me? So I do feel like it's a little hurtful knowing that they don't want to be with any one person. They're not ready for that, Spirit just said. I feel like this person is getting something out of their system. They either promised themselves that they were going to be single and they weren't going to jump back into something. They like the idea of not being in a committed relationship, but they want relationships. I have to tell you, I'm getting some red flags only for you. I want you to protect yourself. I want you to guard yourself. I know your feelings are involved, but I wouldn't wait for somebody who is not being 100% honest. If this is an agreement, if you both know that you're seeing other people, okay, you know about it. And then we have to wait and see if they're going to change their mind, because you might say to yourself, I don't want to be with anybody else. So you're not seeing anybody else, but they are playing the field. And it's uncomfortable. It's awkward. I'm love struck. It's pretty obvious that you're into me. So they know your feelings. They know that you might have told them, I'm not going to sleep with anybody else. I don't want to be with anybody else. And they said, I can't agree with that. I'm not ready for that. So they know your feelings, and it's not where we want it to be just yet. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Cheating. I don't think there's anything wrong with cheating as long as I don't get caught. So is this a player? You know, is this somebody who wants their cake and eat it too? And they can't have it both ways. Okay. You're saying, I don't want to be with anyone else. And they're saying, I don't know what I want, and I'm not willing to agree to be with any one person right now. And if that doesn't work for you, then I don't know. But are they going to change their mind, Spirit? Is this going to turn into something more? Because I don't want you to be wasting your time. Spirit, please share with me. Is this person going to do a turnaround? I mean, we need more. I'm insecure. You treat me better than I have ever been treated. You and I know that you can give me everything. I really do want that, but I am still struggling with my fears. So they're holding back. They're either insecure or having fear of commitment. Okay, a fear of commitment, and they're keeping their options open. They're not committing that they don't want to be with you, and they're not committing that they won't be with other people. It's kind of this kind of playing both sides of the fence a little bit. And you're just waiting for them to see something clearly, that they only see you. And I hope that happens, but I also hope that you see this for what it is, because this person could just be wasting your time, and you could be moving on to be with somebody who's better for you. Have faith. I have faith and hope in our connection and in us. So you may believe that we're supposed to be together. You may feel like this is my soul connection and I'm not giving up on this, especially for those of you that feel like this is a twin flame and it's just been really, really hard. So I think that it's a waiting game. It really is. It's how long are you willing to put up with somebody who is saying, I'm just not there yet. I'm just not ready. And when are they going to be ready? I'm learning. You are unique and special, and I have never met anyone like you before. You've opened me up to things that I have never knew were possible. I am so strong because of the power of our love. You have opened my heart to the truth, and I am very grateful for all the lessons that we both are learning. So this is like a time bomb to me. It's like all we have is time. Like the only thing that's gonna they're saying afraid. All right, let's see. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to let you down once you get to know me. I don't want to disappoint you, so I am avoiding you. I have to overcome this and myself as you see me before coming forward and ready. I don't know if they are feeling that they can't give you enough, or they can't give you what you want, or that they just don't have the willingness to try, that they're afraid that they'll fail, or they're afraid that somebody would be disappointed in them somehow. I don't know if that's a good enough reason. I feel like they're keeping their options open, and I don't ever want you to feel like they're waiting for something better to come along, because nothing could be better than you. So some of you may have already walked away from this connection, and this is just a reminder that you've made a good choice. But others of you could be waiting for this person, and I don't know how long you want to wait. So this person's playing a little bit of games, mind games. Your wish is my command. I don't know. Maybe they do respond to you when you call them, but they don't reach out to you as often. So you say, yeah, but they call me right back. They're responsive, but you don't feel like they go out of the way to reach out to you. Like they're thinking about you today and they just want to hear your voice. But when you call, they respond to you. So you feel like there's this connection between the two of you, and this person does care about you, but that's more of a chasing energy to me. And I feel like you deserve to be chased, as opposed to stop chasing. Okay, stop chasing somebody. Coming in hot, I want you in all ways possible. Could be a very sensual connection. Could be a very physical connection. Maybe we agreed we were just going to be physical right now, and we weren't going to put any labels on it. And that's something that we agreed to right from the beginning. But maybe your feelings have changed. Your feelings have grown into, I want more. My world is crumbling. I'm so devastated. They could have a lot going on that they're not able to be in a relationship. They could have some kind of crisis in their life. They could be struggling with finances or health issues or something else that they just are not going to say, I can be all in right now. We are twin flames, and we're mirroring each other. That's probably what's keeping you in this connection, is that you have this intensity with this person that you've never felt. Like you probably wouldn't tolerate this with anybody else. You probably would just say, you know what, if you want to play the field, go play the field. But for some reason with this person, you want them in your life still, and you're willing to, I guess, make adjustments in some way around, we're not committed to each other. We haven't made promises to each other, so they're technically doing nothing wrong, but it hurts your feelings that you're not the only one. And you probably wouldn't be doing this unless you feel like they're your twin flame. So is it mind game, spirit? Can I undress you emotionally, mentally, physically? I just feel like you're totally into this person. And sometimes we are, I don't know how to say it. You know, we're just so mesmerized by somebody. We're so intoxicated by somebody that we don't think straight. So it could be a little bit of that. And maybe you know it. Maybe you know, like, anybody else, I wouldn't tolerate this. I don't know why I tolerate it. This person makes you question your judgment. And you are struggling with that. You're questioning your own decisions because of this person. Like anybody else, you'd say, no, I'm not doing that, or, you know, go find somebody else. But I think the intensity of this connection, and you're so in love with this person, there's a certain level of acceptance that you wouldn't accept for anybody else. I'm not ready to be vulnerable. Please don't rush me. You're at a different level emotionally than they are. And I think that that's hurting this connection. I'm weighing my options. you're not an option. You're not an option. And I think that you have to look at relationships sometimes as, I have to be a priority. I have to be first. I do feel like they're going to be reaching out. Maybe we've been talking about this and saying, I don't want to be an option. I need more attention, or it's just too inconsistent, or you don't really care, or you only want one thing. And so I do feel like there's been a lot of that. I feel like there's been a lot of conversations around that recently, and they're starting to feel it. They're starting to feel that maybe I haven't been treating you right. Spirit, where is this connection headed? And how do we stand up to this? How do we kind of stand up to this energy so that we have respect for ourselves? And if this is meant to be, it will be. But we have to stand up to this connection somehow. The Two of Wands, they're saying, think about your own future. Think about your future self. I have a Hermit. A little bit of a, even if I have to tolerate what's going on with this person, it's better than being alone. It really isn't, because this person is using your energy and preventing you from attracting the person that you should be with. So you want to be careful that you're not giving your energy away to somebody, and you're not open to receiving another soul into your life that's meant to be in your life. So that whole "it's better than nothing" really doesn't work. I have the Chariot. I feel like they want you to move forward. I do. I feel like enough is enough. The waiting, I'm going to say they don't want you to wait any longer. So for those of you that really have been struggling with, should I wait any longer for somebody? I really feel like they're saying, look at your future self. Where are you headed with this person really? And if this person can't commit to, you're the only one and I'm going to put you first and I only want to be with you, then they only really want one thing. And you're not going to change their mind. You're not going to convince them that they're going to marry you someday, or you're going to buy a house and build a house and have kids, or whatever it is that you would like to do. They want you to move on. Spirit, tell me why. Tell me why. Why am I moving on? Tell me something good. I have a Princess of Cups. You deserve love. That's how that came in. You deserve love. You have a lot of love to give, and you're giving it to the wrong person. They have new love for you. You're holding on to somebody and you're preventing yourself from receiving. This is a really hard call for you. This is a turning point for you and your future self, and only you can answer this. And whoever found this message, if this is connecting to you, then you have to decide what's best for you. And you may have to remove somebody from your life, even if you're like totally into them and you really are in love with them. Here's the Death card. They are asking you to consider ending something in order so that they can bring new love in. And they want to make you happy. Bottom of the deck. They want to make you happy. And I don't feel like this person is making you happy. I feel like this person is playing games. And I think the games are over. I think it's game over. You're done. And sometimes that's what we have to say. Let's see what the feelings are. Let's see if anything else is said. But sometimes we have to walk away from what just doesn't serve us anymore. Maybe it worked for a little while. Maybe it was really exciting for a while. And now it feels hurtful and it feels like I'm being used. And you don't want to be ever used. You want to be appreciated and loved. I am hopeful that we can reunite again. Maybe you pushed this person away. Maybe you already made that choice. Do you really want it back? I always knew there was something different about you. There could be that feeling of, I think we're twin flames and I can't get this person out of my mind, out of my soul, out of my system, no matter how hard I try. My emotions for you have always been intense. Nothing really makes sense without you. Twins have that. They do that to each other. Like, your life is amazing when you're with them. And then when you're not with them, you're confused. You are struggling. You are sad. You're just waiting for them to return. So it is a mind game. It really is going on. So if this person doesn't want to be all in, I would say you deserve better and it's time to walk away. And it's not my favorite reading, but it's what the cards are telling me today. And this message has to be meant for somebody that's listening to it right now. I wish I would treat you better. They could treat you better if they made up their mind, but they're not giving up their option to be with other people or to play the field or to remain single. And that's really what we need to look at. If they're not willing to give that up, why are you willing to wait for them until they're ready? So that's really what we're looking at. The time is, all you have is time. Your presence in my life gives me peace. I like having this person in my life. I can't imagine not having this person in my life. And sometimes that's why we stay in these types of relationships, because the thought of them not being in our lives would be so difficult. But you have to look at what you are preventing coming into your life, because there's only so much energy any one person can receive. So you are tying up a lot of your energy in your mind space with this person. So you don't have the room to bring in anybody new. And Spirit's saying, I have somebody else. So that's your choice. I still feel so attracted to you. I feel like you can't let this person go. And this person is not really ready for what it is that you really do need in your life. Even though you love this person, they are not anywhere near getting to a place where they want to commit. And if you want a committed relationship with them, you are going to be waiting. And I would hate to see you wait a long time for somebody. So we're going to put this out into the universe. I want you to be open to what it is that Spirit has for you today. Even if this wasn't the best message for everybody, sometimes we have to hear it. And we have to make some hard choices in our life for our future selves. So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for this reading. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you would like to leave a comment, I appreciate that. If anyone would like to book a private reading, please head over to my website, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com.